in James chapter 1, verse 14, we see that temptation includes two things. But every man is tempted when he is drawn away of his own lust and enticed. Desire is lust, suggesting a strong desire for something normally forbidden. Lust. Desires are longings, hopes, and appetites. Satan uses your desires to tempt you. Desires in themselves are not evil. It is the desire that becomes a king in you and goes beyond Christ. We all have desires, longings, hopes. There are different kinds of appetites, desires to eat, to drink, to be needed, and for clothing, and for sex, and etc. All these are natural and needed appetites. These desires in their proper place are good, but you take them out of their place and they become sin. So the first stage is temptation, which is desire, lust, suggesting a strong desire for something, enticement, an opportunity, and encouragement to satisfy the desire. Putting it in a form of a simple equation, temptation equals desire and enticement, or temptation equals desire and opportunity. So you have the desire and have the opportunity. To illustrate, a small boy is tempted to steal some cookies when he desires them, and has an occasion, an opportunity to take them. The temptation becomes stronger if he wants them badly and has a good chance of getting them without being seen. Please note, at this stage in the development of sin, temptation equals desire and opportunity. The actual sin has not yet been committed. Being tempted to do wrong is not a sin. Sin comes when we yield to the temptation. For Jesus himself was tempted as we are, yet without sin. Hebrews chapter 4, verse 15. For we have not an high priest which cannot be touched with the feelings of our infirmities, but was in all points tempted like as we are, yet without sin. Hebrews chapter 2, verse 18. For in that he himself have suffered being tempted, he is able to secure them that are tempted. The second stage is sin. When desire has conceived, it gives birth to sin. James chapter 1, verse 15. Then when lust hath conceived, it brings forth sin, and sin, when it is finished, brings forth death. It becomes sin when we act and yield to the temptation. Thus, sin involves the added step of some sort of action on our part. Again, in a simple formula equation, sin equals desire and opportunity and action. The temptation has turned into sin by you acting on it in some way.